And today I just want to do a walkthrough of some of the learnings I have regarding Claude ecosystem. So this is done entirely by yours truly, who is a non-technical founder. And the thing I prepared is the 8 beginner-friendly Claude features. Think of it like an overview of Claude when you are a non-technical person. First and foremost, don't be afraid, okay? Because I'm also a non-technical founder. And yes, last Friday was the first time that I shipped entire working product from zero within 5 hours at the first official Claude hackathon that I attended. And it was really crazy because prior to that, I have never shipped any products with Claude Code before. And it wasn't very hard to use. It was just my fear of terminals and very scary looking things that don't look like the proper user interface that we are also used to as non-technical practitioners. So first and foremost, this is not a developer deck. It's actually a map I wish I had. And I've gone through all the route already. I puked so much blood already. So the floor in front is all blood because I puked. So anyway, let's get started. First and foremost, let's know a little bit about Claude ecosystem. Now, if you download the Claude desktop, right, it's probably going to look like this. Let me show you. Desktop is this one. So here you see your Claude Chat, you see your Claude Co-work, and you see your Claude Code. I do not use Claude Code on the desktop because it's incredibly restricted. I use Claude Code on Visual Studio, and then basically I use it to debug stuff. I use it to write blog posts. I also use it to clone a very B3 app. The Very is like another of my startup project. So we basically use Claude Code to do a lot of things for us. Okay, so these are differences. Claude Chat is basically you want to chat with your AI. It is more like talking to ChatGPT. It's a little bit similar, but personally I don't like ChatGPT because I feel like they are making narcissistic people even more narcissistic because they just agree with everything you say. Claude Co-work, it is like your perfect AI colleague, so it actually helps you execute stuff. And if you connect to your local hardware, it can read your computer and actually execute things on your computer. So the last one is Claude Code, which is like the most powerful thing ever. So in terms of intensity, right, your Claude Code, there are less limits. So they are not restricted by limits. So it limits in the sense of what you can do and what you cannot do on Claude. So Claude Code is the most powerful because you can quickly go and change a lot of things. And the best part about Claude Code is, let me show you some of my way in natural language like that. So you don't really need to know command slash and things like that, even if you are getting started first. So then you can tell it to do a website for you and things like that. Don't need to do a lot of other things for me. So it is a pretty good tool if you know how to use Claude Code. So the 8 features I want to talk to you about today, right, is that connectors. Connectors, you can find it, I will show you later. Then Claude Co-work, which is a tool that can execute things for you on your computer. Skills, very smart things. That means you look at a person, you see the expertise, and then if you can write everything out, you can store it in a skill. And once you store it in a skill, you can execute it over and over again. So with Claude skills, right, you can have a lot of things done for you really quickly in Claude. Claude in Chrome is very powerful, especially to fill out forms. I use it to fill out forms and do surveys for me. They have the survey that give you money, right? Yeah, you use Claude in Chrome to do. Okay, if you want to memories that stay, go to Claude Co-work and then do a project. Then conversational, that means you let's say you have this thing that AI writes for you and you want it to be more conversational, you can use Claude to kill the AI voice. Claude is one of the best writers around in the AI world. Artifacts, if you want live previews that you can share with freely, you can use artifacts. And then last but not least, scheduled tasks. If you want a cron job means you set, let's say you want something to be executed every single day at a particular time, then just set a scheduled task. Okay, first and foremost, let's look at connectors. Let the AI run the app for you. So you can just tell it, hey Claude, open Figma and design me a landing page. Then your Claude will actually do it for you. So things that can be connected are Figma, Notion, Microsoft Office, Canva. Okay, let me show you the connector right now. So let's say you click on new task and then you want to click on this. You can see the thing here connected. You can see that I'm actually connected to Canva, Gmail, Google Calendar, Notion, Claude and Chrome. So let's say I want to say design. I'm using Opus 4.7 now, which is super token intensive, unfortunately. So for this kind of task, right, you can make it like you can use 4.6, don't need 4.7. 4.7 really consumes a lot of tokens, which is like super crazy. My About Me files is already like set up. So basically the connector later let it use what I've used at 90% of my session limit. This is horrible. Let me check. Settings. If you want to find out your, oh gosh, scary. If you want to find out your usage limit, then basically you can go to settings and usage and then you can look at it. This is seriously horrible. It's like why I use up so much. Terrible. Okay, so anyway, since we already used up 90%, we just let it run. Okay, so we just let it run and then let it use my Canva account through the connector to do the graphics. Okay, so basically you can use the connector to do a lot of things. So basically Claude is the brain and the executor to execute for you, and then the output you can put it in your Notion, it can be Canva, it can be Figma. Okay, let's look at Co-work. So Co-work is just now what I used. So you can point Claude at a folder on your machine and it reads, edits, and organizes your file for you. Let me show you again. So you can click new task here. Then you can see your folders here. Work in a project, and then these are all locally hosted folders. Download your AI native circle, your Claude work, so locally hosted. Then if you want to work in a particular folder, right, means you restrict any kind of damage. Let's say you make a mistake, everything is contained just within the folder. So this is pretty important in your Claude Co-work. So let's say you have a folder invoice, so you can just ask Claude Co-work to look inside the invoice folder, and then it can help you like analyze with the brain and then do things for you. Very cool. Number 3, skills. So you can stop retyping the same prompt every week. You can save it once and click it forever. So it's a safe playbook. You can go and set up new skills, and I actually have a weekly report skills, and I also drop it. I drop it in a to-do list screenshot, no problem. And the finished report comes out formatted exactly how my company wants it. I have other skills as well. So let me show you again. You have skills here. You have all these skills right here. And if you want to create your own skill, you can just say skill creator, click enter, and then Claude will actually do the remaining skills for you. Claude in Chrome is like super interesting. So let me show you. This thing is Claude in Chrome. So you can actually talk to Claude right here. Like you can say that so Claude in Chrome, right, basically they can read this particular, you see they screenshot for you, and you can use it like to talk to someone when you're working. Basically my highest usage of Claude in Chrome is to ask it to do Google form for me, whether I'm creating the Google form or I'm doing someone else's Google form. So it's like really convenient. Okay, I hit the limit already. They say that it resets 2120, continuing with extra usage. This is so sad. Okay, the point here, right, is that your Opus 4.7 takes up a lot of tokens, followed by 4.6, and then Haiku is like least token. So actually for a lot of things I can do with Haiku. But never mind, this is for the point of demo, so I don't mind that much. Okay, anyway, let's go back to the let me go to the next slide. Okay, so for projects, right, you can see it right here in project folder. So you go to chat or your co-work, there's a project folder. You just click new project, and then you can talk to Claude what kind of project you want to create. Now, why do you want to create a new project, right? Basically, it's because a regular chat, sometimes they don't really remember. Okay, this is messing up with like my particular thing, right? But basically, you can actually talk to this and just leave it alone, and then it will reply you in whatever it wants to say. So let's continue with the presentation first. Did I finish this? Okay, so basically your project is that if you want the memory and the rules to be specific to one project, you just open a new project and then write your rules inside your project. So when Claude references it, it follows the rules inside the project. So anytime a useful chat happens, drop it in the project, it's safe for good, and you can always come back to it. So the memory is more consistent and they don't lose context. Now, number 6 is that if you want to kill robotic voice, you can always find the writing style picker and then describe your own style, and then you can let it read like it is not generated by your AI. Okay, so you click here, use style, and then you can create edit style. You can say normal, learning, concise, explanatory, formal, and then you can create your own. So you can create your own custom style and then add writing example, and then Claude can actually directly create it for you. This is a very useful kind of style replicator. The more data points you give it of your own authentic writing style, the better it is. Now, 7 is artifacts, which is very cool thing. It's actually what you're building in real time. So tell Claude what to change on the left, watch the result on the right. Artifacts. Let's see the artifact. Artifacts is right here. You can use it under chat. Then basically you can click new artifacts and then create things you want to create. It can be creative project, for example, and then you can just uh, think about exploring ideas, and then they will actually prompt you. If you have no idea to start with, you can ask Claude to prompt you, and then through the prompting, you can come up with your own ideas. So the special part about artifacts is that it's live. So you can, once you have an idea, right, you can just quickly type in the artifacts and then share it with someone, and you can discuss. And once you discuss, right, you can go back to artifacts and then quickly write down an idea, and then immediately it will appear as like an idea or something that you can see, or even a live product. Okay, then you have scheduled task, right? Scheduled task is under Claude Co-work, and then you click schedule, and then this one I actually sent it. So basically, okay, scheduled task, right? You need to open your Claude Co-work before it can like be run. If not, it will skip, and sometimes you will get error. So all these are successful. So basically, this is my LinkedIn copywriter tool, and then basically, they will find the AI daily news and use cases, write a simple LinkedIn post, and post it to my email. So this is an example of what you can do for your scheduled task. So it needs to be, let's say you are, because for this I'm using my Gmail, so my Gmail has to be wired up through the connectors first. So if you have something you need to do on schedule and it's like a cron job, right? Cron job means scheduled tasks. Then you use this scheduled task function on Claude Co-work. So these are the 8 top most interesting features I think is useful for non-technical people to get started. So basically, the idea that for you to automate things, it needs to be very, very difficult, very complicated. It's not true. You can actually do a lot of things as non-technical people, and you just need a map. So I will be continue to share all the blood that I've puked, right? Because I'm a non-technical founder, and I just got started on Claude Code and shipped a product successfully only last Friday. And I think I gone down a rabbit hole because I'm like super emotionally attached to my Claude. So I'll continue to share my journey and all the path that I've walked through. So if you're interested in learning more, then feel free to follow Anchor AI Lab to learn how to build AI agents for non-techies to help make all of our lives better. See you in the next video.